Alrighty then. I'd like to apologize for not posting yesterday. I mean, should I really be apologizing? Because I have school, so you should understand why I can't post. But like, I'm trying nonetheless. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just that I don't have time. But anyways, yeah. So this is part 2 of what if Naruto was neglected. So we ended off when Naruto was grounded. So we're gonna start off from there. So after that, Naruto, I wouldn't say Naruto is one to go outside a lot. Naruto didn't really care about the outside world. To be exact, he didn't care about anyone, to be exact. So him and Shikamaru and Choji never became friends and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that like him and Shikamaru and Choji have like a bad relationship or anything. No. They're just not as close of friends as they were in the anime. I wouldn't say they're friends, more like acquaintances. They talk here and there anytime they see each other. But like other than that, not exactly. So I'm not gonna skip it. Naruto's gonna leave the village at like 8. I don't know. I don't care. But anyways, no, he's gonna come back at 12. So basically, Naruto, he decides that, well, he's planning to leave the village. He planned that he was gonna do it on his 10th birthday, as we all know. So yeah. So Naruto, he still does chakra training and stuff like that when Minato and Kushina are not around, which is practically almost all the time. So Naruto has the free pass to do it, and Menma and Mito's always training with Tsunade and Jiraiya. So Naruto doesn't really have to worry about anything. So Naruto, he does that, and he continues to train, not really stopping and stuff like that. And he's gotten a good control over his chakra. But Naruto doesn't just want control over his chakra, he wants a connection with his chakra. Not like one of like father and son, but well, equals. Even though he knows that chakra is much more powerful than well his body is. Taking more chakra could cause his body to explode. But Naruto still tries nonetheless. So Naruto, anytime he's using the chakra, he talks to himself mentally, or so it seems, but he's actually trying to communicate with, well, his chakra. Now, chakra is something that can't just manifest, so Naruto, of course, doesn't get that connection with the chakra. So, Naruto still tries, but slowly over time, with this talking and stuff like that, Naruto's control gets greatly enhanced and his comprehension of his chakra gets greatly enhanced. Now, one thing that comes with Naruto's imaginative mind, Naruto likes to, well, understand the concepts of the world. Now, I know somebody in the comments told me to not think about this, but I sadly did it. Not on the same day, but I did it like, I think months before you did. And they said not to think about the concept of infinity. But sadly, your boy already did that. As a matter of fact, I think I did that like a year ago. So yeah. Yeah, I got bored. I got bored a year ago, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try to understand the concepts of life and death, space and time, and shit like that. So, first one I started off with was actually the concept of infinity. You know, I haven't ended it off, but like shit, I ended it off like now. So, I'm about to tell you my input on the concept of infinity. That shit does not represent a number. At least in my thoughts at least. I don't see it as something in which represents a number, more of a thing. Cause basically within infinity holds everything yet nothing at the same time. You can't have everything if you never had nothing. You can't say you had nothing if you had everything. So that goes to show any rich person can't say they had nothing because, well, you had fucking rich ass parents. Poor people can't say they had everything because, well, you didn't have everything. Now, I'm not looking down on you because you're poor. No, I'm just saying you haven't acquired everything. Even if you were the richest person in the world, you still wouldn't be able to acquire everything. So don't feel bad about yourself. So, yeah, that's my input on infinity. So infinity is not really something that represents a number, but, well, everything. Infinity also represents a loop due to, well, its fucking design. That shit is made to look like a fucking loop. So basically, to put it simply, infinity is an easy ass concept to understand. It's easy as fuck to understand. I'm not gonna lie. It's easy as hell to understand. It's just infinity is mostly portrayed as, well, a road. Infinity is an endless road that most people would say, but I don't find it to be endless. You're just walking in circles. And each road has, well, a stopping point. But the thing is, with infinity, that line that stops you is transparent. You can't see it, so you wouldn't know when to stop. Hence why you'd be walking in circles or loops, to be exact. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, there is one of them that actually shows the line between the two. It's infinite. Hence, in the name, infinite is limited. So, yeah, I know that rhymed in some way, but shit. So, yeah, that's kind of Naruto's ideology on infinity. But Naruto doesn't really care to acquire everything. Naruto just wants to understand the world better. So, Naruto tries to do the dumbest shit that, well, he possibly can. He wants to summon the Shinigami. But Naruto feels that he's too fucking young to do that. And this is like a 7-year-old big-brained ass Naruto. So, Naruto, he decides that he's gonna do it when he's older, or at least stronger. So, Naruto, he's trying to build up his chakra reserves. Now, he has a very good amount of chakra. He has at least, low Jonin, low Jonin chakra reserves. And he's actually been able to beat Shizune. Well, he hasn't, since he doesn't have specific techniques, to be exact. As basically, Naruto, he would usually, every time he's walking in the village, he would usually pass by the Uchiha compound, sparing a glance at it. Not to show any interest in it, but to see, well, what's so special about it. He sees it as, well, another place. Naruto sees the eyes, but he doesn't really care about the eyes. As a matter of fact, there's one thing to be said about Naruto, but not anybody else. Anytime they put Naruto in a genjutsu, Naruto breaks out fairly easily. As a matter of fact, he breaks out of it faster than you think. So there was one time, I think Shisui's able to use Moto Katsukami once a day, due to, well, the strain it has. So he put Naruto in a genjutsu, and, well, Naruto broke out that genjutsu. I wouldn't say he broke out faster than all the other times, but it took him a while. At least 10 to 20 minutes to break out of it. Now, Shisui didn't put him in a genjutsu in which would actually traumatize him. It was just a genjutsu, like a regular genjutsu, which you'd give like a puzzle type genjutsu. So, that's what he did. As basically, Naruto, after seeing the Moto Katsukami for once, like the moment he saw the Moto Katsukami, he knew what was going to happen. He knew that Shisui was going to put him in a genjutsu. Why? Because of the chakra around him. He's able to feel other chakras much better than most, to the point where he's able to sense the chakras coming out of, well, the eyes to form a genjutsu. So, Naruto could have easily broken it if, well, he actually tried, but he didn't want to. He wanted to observe the aspects of, well, the eye. More specifically, Shisui's eye, since it's mostly made for genjutsu. So, he decides that, well, he's going to do that. And he decided to put, not a lot, but a small thread of chakra, sending it into Shisui's eye. Now, Shisui, he flinched at this. It was after Naruto broke out the genjutsu. He flinched. His eye hurt a little bit, but not a lot for him to notice. And Naruto successfully got his chakra into it. Now, Naruto's chakra was just flowing through Shisui's eye, and Shisui didn't notice it because Naruto, he's not in active control over Shisui's, well, chakra networks. So Naruto, he decides that every time Shisui opens his Sharingan, his thing is gonna get more information on it. Or to be exact, some of the aspects of Shisui's chakra. And it's basically, so for a whole year, that's basically goes on. And basically after the whole year, and it's about time for it would be about time for the Uchiha massacre, but it's not gonna happen because Minato's there. So yeah. So basically Naruto is now 8 and he finally got the thread of chakra back. Now Naruto, he surrounded it with his own chakra to examine it. And he understood the aspects of, well, the genjutsu. The genjutsu is just an illusion. Or to be exact, well, regular genjutsus. Shisui's genjutsus are genjutsus in which are actually real. You feel the pain. And it can make a genjutsu in just 1 second you could see something or feel something 1,000 times over or even millions. So Naruto, he has a new concept in which he wants to understand, and that's the concept of time. There is no such thing as fucking time. We're just expiring, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we don't have an expiration date. I mean, shit, let's be honest here. The way you die is the way you wanted to die. Like, shit. You may not want to die the way you died, but, like, you made the choice to die the way you died. So, you commit suicide, well, I guess you wanted to die like that. Speaking of, no, I'm not gonna say that. But anyways, you die from a gunshot, you either wanted to protect somebody, or you just, well, wanted to be a hero. So, I don't know. Got stabbed, I don't know, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, like, what's there to say? Like, the only situation you get stabbed is being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You won't just get stabbed out of nowhere, because, well, that's not how it works. People are not trying to be seen as a murderer in public. So, yeah. Even murderers have standards and morals as well. And, yeah. So, Naruto understanding there's no concept of time. Time is just something, well, God created. Or to be exact, Kami created. So, Naruto broke the concept of infinity. So, well, that's another chain broken upon Naruto's body. Naruto has, well, the chain of reality, well, or actuality, fiction, creation, destruction, emotions, and shit like that, feelings. Yeah, so you get the gist. Light, darkness, basically every fucking element that we know of. But he's gonna steadily break them one by one. Or to be exact, his chakra is gonna break them, because Naruto is only gonna focus on, he's gonna stop trying to break the world after like a few more concepts get broken down. So basically, Naruto, he does that. And basically, Naruto doesn't make his own dojutsus, but he understands what a genjutsu is, and he tries to make a genjutsu, or to be exact, a space for genjutsu. So, yeah, you guessed it. He's trying to be like Freya and make a dimension with infinite dimensions within it so he can make genjutsu. So, yeah, that's kind of how shit's going right now. You know, this shit is going to be over in like 7 minutes, but hey, such is life. So, Naruto, he does that. And he just thinks to himself on what aspects make up the box. So, and there we go. The concept of space. Space is just nothing, alright? Space is just nothing, alright? Space is just nothing. It's just infinity. So, after breaking the concept of fucking infinity, Naruto has, well, a better understanding of space and time, so he doesn't really have to worry about anything. As basically, Naruto then remembers that he needs the concept of creation to fucking make it. As basically, Naruto understands that the concept of creation is not something in which it's actually hard to understand in any way, shape, or form. You can just make anything. Just like us humans, we are kind of like gods of creation in our own way. Because, well, God gave us the ability to create things. Sure, it's not just like by thinking it, but still, we're able to create shit. So, Naruto, he understands creation. And Naruto decides that he's gonna learn the concepts of destruction and, well, control. Cause, well, it's not really hard for creation. We fucking create humans every fucking day, so I don't know. Seems pretty legit, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So, yeah. Naruto understands that destruction stems from creation. Destruction was just, well, creation's wrath, or cries for anew. So, he understood, well, destruction and control is not really that hard to understand. It's not power, it's not authority, it's just, well, understanding another person. Not to manipulate them or anything, but to help them. So, Naruto masters them. And he successfully, after 5 days of hard work, with no sleep whatsoever within his room, completes the whole dimension. At least one of the dimensions. He can create one. Now Naruto just needs to understand how he made it. So, Naruto surrounds it with chakra to understand it, and that's how shit works. So, Naruto, over time, he's getting greatly enhanced with his understanding of chakra and stuff like that. And he's gotten a closer relationship with his chakra. But his chakra still can't, well, talk to him. So, that's saddening in some way. Naruto's relationship with Shizune grows better. She's not the ship, by the way. So, yeah. And basically, Naruto's understanding of his chakra, his relationship, and shit like that got better and better by the second, by the day, or whatever it is you want to fucking call it. So, Naruto, he does that after creating the infinite dimensions. He thinks, now it's time to make the Genjutsu. Even though the fucking dimensions in its own is a Genjutsu, but it's just a little too real, so it's not really an illusion. So, Naruto continues and says, okay. And he finishes one Genjutsu. One. And Naruto decides that he thinks it's time for him to at least make at least one dragon. Because this man Naruto, well, he's gonna have pet dragons. I still haven't read your comments from the first part, so the weapons have not. I don't have the weapons yet, but I will be looking. So, yeah. So the first dragon Naruto made. No, ignore those. Those are the ships. I'd say it's that one. That one right there. A fire dragon. Or at least a projection of a fire dragon. Makes a projection of a fire dragon. And basically, Naruto finishes making the projection of the fire dragon, and he's completely mastered it. But now we're gonna skip to like 2 years, basically. Yes, 2 years. And it's Naruto's 10th birthday. So, Naruto, Menma, and Mito's 10th birthday. Everybody is at the party, right? Everybody's at the party, and, well, you know, as basically, Naruto is just sitting there with a cup, a plastic cup, kind of like the red cup, but like, yeah, we don't care about that. As, you know, he's drinking water. He's talking to Shikamaru and Choji and shit like that. Know what glass cup would be better? Yeah, glass cup. No plastic cups here. It's basically, you know, and all of a sudden they hear like a tapping sound of glass and shit like that. As basically everybody look up to see, well, Minato hitting the fucking glass with a fork. As basically he says, everybody, I'd like to thank you once again for coming to, well, this momentous day of my children, but I'd also like to make an announcement as basically everybody looks at him and he says, first off, I'd like to announce that from this day forward, Menma and Mito shall be the heads of the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan. Menma for the Namikaze clan due to his swift release, and Mito with the Uzumaki clan, as basically everybody's cheering and shit like that until, well, none other than Choji and Shikamaru look over at Naruto, who, well, doesn't look devastated, but is shocked nonetheless. Shizune looked at Naruto as well, but seeing as Naruto didn't do anything, she'll stay, well, calm for now. It's basically, then they hear, well, Jiraiya's voice and says, Menma, I'd like to, well, give you the Toad contract, and Mito, I'd like to give you the Slug contract, says Tsunade, as that's when they all hear a glass break, as they look, and it's in Naruto's direction, of course, as basically Naruto just dropped the glass, as basically Naruto gets up and he runs out, as Shizune says, Naruto, wait, as Naruto doesn't even bat an eyelid and he just runs. Naruto already put his stuff in, well, his dimensional space, and basically Naruto just runs out, as that's when Minato and Kushina finally realized what they just did. But they don't know exactly what they just did, they just know that, well, they probably did something bad and they're starting to feel guilt. But not heavy guilt, but slight guilt. And yeah, that's where I'm going to be leaving it off for, well, part 2. I'm not making it longer. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been part 2 of What If Naruto Was Neglected. And yeah, bye my little stars.